This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Good day, everyone. You are watching the Business Portal, your gateway to business trends and opportunities. Hello everyone, I'm Mary Beth Nave and welcome to The Workplace. Today we have a very special guest. Actually, she's crazy in the industry. She does a lot of amazing things, by the way. She's a chief collaborator of Muni. We'll talk about that later on. And also she's a creative director of Tala Luna. This lady has been to so many events. She helps a lot of Filipino products get out there and also featured in a lot of places. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's my honor to introduce to you Miss Jen Horn. Hi Jen!
Hi!
Yay! You know what? It's been quite some time. Actually, Jen's been my classmate in De La Salle University, and ever since then, you've been going to so many different places. Actually, you're seen in certain events, and you're promoting what you love, which are Filipino products. So, how are you?
I'm great.
Thanks for being here, by the way.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so let's talk about you, because a lot of people after college they get into the workplace. They look for opportunities, employment. That's something you didn't do, though.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yes. I think the people who have gotten to know my story already know that I'm the person who didn't know what she wanted to do from the outset.
Okay, and then?
Yeah, after college, basically I interned at the neuropsych ward, being a psych major. I tried it out, figured it wasn't really for me. Mm-hmm. And then I also interned at a design agency. And then I started a business with another friend. We started Punchrung Panda, which is a retail graphic design brand. So we make laptop sleeves, camera straps, and other such things featuring different graphic designers. So there. I also did work as a copywriter, and yeah, so I did a bunch of different things, and for some people I think it's good for them that I sort of envy those who have known from time immemorial what they wanted to be when they grew up or when they graduated or whatever, and I guess that really just wasn't me, and I always wanted to be the part-time something.
Okay.
And in a way, I think that also helped enrich my life and made me chief collaborator of Muni because I'm interested in so many different things. It gave me the opportunity to expose myself to lots of different fields, meet different people.
Right.
So I think it worked out for me in the end.
Yeah, because you look so happy. I mean, and I see you, you have this so much passion, really featuring a lot of the Filipino products that also need people like you to really just explain to a lot of audiences, viewers about what they do. I mean, it's really amazing that they're there and that you're here and that you have the passion for that. So we do have a lot of viewers who give us a lot of comments about if you're not going to be employed, how are you going to go about it? So with you didn't go into that actual employment track. I mean, you did in a way, but now you decided not to. Mm-hmm. Was there any transition phase to that? I mean, did you have to adjust a lot, or how did it go?
Well, yeah. So before I entered the workplace.
Yes, the corporate
world.
Yes.
Before I entered the workplace, a friend and I actually agreed to get into a business, which is not what I'm going to be talking about today, but before, this was back in 2007, a friend and I set up Punchrung Panda, which is a retail graphic design company. Okay. We make products. So parang really just started on a whim almost. Like we just thought, hey, want to do something creative or start a business or whatever. So we did. We started with laptop sleeves, and then while we were doing that, I also took a job as a copywriter in an ad agency for a year. My partner also was doing accounts management in another advertising agency. So we were doing that until like for a year, and then Punchrung Panda sort of became more stable as a business.
Yeah.
And it allowed us to quit our jobs.
Wow.
So, well, not that we were like, swimming in cash.
Yeah.
But it was definitely it was bringing in
Sustaining.
more money than,
What
let's
you were
say,
earning.
what we were earning in a corporate job. Plus, not just the money, kasi it's also about the fulfillment of doing something that's really your own thing.
Okay.
So I did that for a few years, and then later down the line, parang I sort of had, I guess, my midlife crisis of sorts.
Okay.
And then, and that's sort of what made me explore doing Muni and later on Tala Luna as well.
All right. Okay. One thing that was very interesting that you mentioned to me behind the scenes is that you also had this idea of working in areas that are not just in corporate, but it's also like, let's say, wherever you go, you can actually work there. Could you expound on that topic?
Well, yeah. Okay. So, I have this very self-indulgent personal blog, which I used to maintain a lot more before, prior to Muni. So it's Nomad Manager, and it's the goal is really to, for me to chronicle my location independence or being able to work from wherever. So the blog's called Nomad Manager. However, since it's just a personal blog na and very, I don't know, without much structure, I found myself writing about healthy living or cause-driven businesses or like health, green practices and things like that. So, and sort of from there, that's where Muni came about.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we have a lot of questions now from the viewers. I think they're very much interested about what you said of you can work from any place and it doesn't have to be a corporate job. So our first inquiry right now is from Sarah. Hi, Sarah. She just wanted to find out, did you have to follow what your parents had to say, wherein did they push you into corporate, or did you actually have the say as to what you wanted to do?
I did have a say. I'm very lucky that my parents were supportive of my own decision. So, and I guess when you're going into any sort of business, it helps if you're a really stingy person.
Okay.
Because when you're starting out, parang you have to bootstrap and belt tighten all the time. So I saved a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money, but I'm very cautious with how I spend my money. So like even now with Muni, startup,
Right.
Muni and Tala Luna, they're both startups in essence. So it helps that I have a pool with which I can draw in case the funds don't come as regularly. So
Exactly.
but with my parents, they're supportive. I'm very fortunate that I do have parents who
Support you in
Yeah.
whatever endeavors you get into.
Yeah.
Good for you. Congratulations. We have a couple more. John, hi John, wanted to find out what are the successes that or principles that you actually abide by in order to, let's say, succeed in what you're doing now. You already mentioned one. You become, what do you call this? You're stingy, or rather, you actually value money. You don't just keep on spending left and right. What are the other things? Because this is not traditional workplace wherein, you're employed in a corporate setup. So what are some of the principles that you have to follow that would make you successful in this sort of line of business? Yeah.
I think, as a business owner, an entrepreneur, or startup, or whatever, I think you have to have your eyes more open to opportunities than, let's say, if you're in a corporate job where things are more stable and for sure you will get a regular paycheck. So if you're running your own business, you have to look out for things or potential partners or collaborators. And I have a friend who says always be pitching. So he does this thing where, every opportunity, every person that he meets, maybe it's not necessarily always like a sale point, but always looking for, in my case,
Opportunities.
collaborators or,
Okay.
Ways to sort of further what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. We have one from Karen. Wanted to find out about have you ever met? This is interesting. Have you ever met any people in the industry that kind of does not come forth as legitimate or credible? And then if you did, how did you avoid working with people like these, or do you avoid them?
Well,
Because like in your line of work, what you do, because I'm sure you've met all kinds already, different personalities and these things. So has there ever been a time wherein you just met somebody, you're like, I don't like the personality of this person, but I have to work with him, or how did you go about it?
wow. Has it happened?
Has it happened? That's a good thing also. Has it even happened?
I'm trying to think. I'm sure there have been those people who I've encountered who maybe have intentions that I felt were not maybe as aligned with what we want. So I think that's one of the things, particularly for Muni, that I try to be more cautious of. Because what we try to promote at Muni is mindful living, be more conscientious. So naturally, we'd also have to be very careful about the people we partner with. And again, it's also about weighing the partnerships din kasi. Sometimes we can be so close with our values or ideals, and parang it closes you off to a lot of different opportunities to like maybe scale a business or like further your message or cause or whatever. But yeah, I think it's a sort of case to case thing.
Basis, yeah.
Yeah, parang you just have to know where you draw the line, and I think for me it's pretty clear where I would draw the line. So it's about not overstepping sort of your values or
what you believe in.
Yes, what you believe in.
Okay, we have a couple more questions from our viewers who wanted to find out because they saw your title as Chief Collaborator. They do have brands. They also have Filipino products. How do they go about contacting you? Are you also a marketing consultant? That's what's coming off right now. They want to find out.
Yes, we would love to partner with other brands, help them market. That's really what we do. We call ourselves a creative marketing company. We do this through content, design, events. But yeah, again, we're not just about pushing Filipino products also. We like to sort of curate the products or brands that we work with. Kasi one of the things that we also talk about, it's not just about pushing Filipino, but also pushing for really excellent world-class Filipino products and products that are made more mindfully. By this, we mean, parang kasi you can have, like, there's so many Filipino products out there. How do you choose which is good?
Exactly.
So for us, it's also really, checking the craftsmanship or the story behind the brand. And again, it's not just about, how social entrepreneurship is really popular right now and people are, let's support, it helps this community. But it's not just that. It really has to be an excellent product as well. And also, really plus points for us. At Muni kasi, I think more than just pushing Filipino products per se, what we really want also is to push for more sustainable options, for eco-friendly items. So we also look at that when we select the Filipino products that we choose to showcase.
Make sure that it doesn't harm the environment any further.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, we have, I think, time for 2 more questions. One other question is from Anthony. Hello, Anthony, who wanted to find out about, do you also push Filipino products internationally? Or are you just concentrated in the local market?
Right now, we're concentrated in the local market. If there is an opportunity down the road where we can partner with someone who can help us push for local products internationally, we're very open to that. I actually have someone in mind right now, but for now, we're focusing our efforts in the local scene.
Okay, and last question is, how do they get in touch with you? Like, if they want to collaborate with you, they need support and help in terms of writing about the brand or even like promoting it and featuring it to other, like, let's say, events. How do they get in touch with you?
Well, you can get in touch with us at muni.com.ph at gmail.com. And actually, one of the events that we're having very soon, well, not very soon, but yeah, Muni Market Day is actually one of the avenues by which we like to showcase these different more mindfully created local or eco-friendly products. So we're going to have that on October 25 and November 8 at Capitol Commons. So right now we're in the process of looking for merchants with who we can partner with or merchants that we can showcase. So we actually have an application form on our site. You can check it out. It's on muni.com.ph.
All right, and with that, we'll just take a quick break. When you return, Jen here also has her own business that's called Tala Luna. So to find out more about it, stay tuned. We'll be right back.